Alright, I'm picking up the lower Columbia River near Rainier, Oregon. Since the last video, I found this awesome little spot on the Beaver Creek near the Beaver Creek Falls. So explore this area a little bit, then we'll go into Rainier and then St. Helens, and then I might do a little exploring closer to the Portland area. So here we go. Alright, I'm on top of the waterfall, and it may look like I'm really close to the edge, but I'm not. Probably at least 8 feet back. The other thing is the current is not very strong in most places at Beaver Creek. Alright, there's a little bit of a hike to get down to the falls, but I'm hiking back to the van now. I'm headed into Rainier, and I'm still along Beaver Creek, and there are several small waterfalls. Alright, I'm in Rainier, Oregon, and just for reference, we're near the Kelso Longview, Washington area. It's just across the river, so see bits of Longview, Washington as I look out across the river. I'm near the Sauvie Park on the west end of town, and they have this little river walk, so I'm going to walk this and it'll lead us into downtown Rainier, Oregon. We'll check that out. It's not a big town, so it'll be a quick stop. This is the City of Rainier Marina. This is basically the city center of Rainier. This is going to wrap up Rainier. I'm going to continue down the Columbia River. All right, I'm just outside of Rainier at Trojan Park. It's operated by Portland General Electric, and I suspect the majority of this park sat on the former site of the Trojan nuclear power plant. I pulled over here to have lunch and also see if maybe there was any exhibits. I suspect some of the structures that you see were part of the nuclear power plant, but from what I've seen so far, this park looks really nice. They got a lake here, so we'll look around a little bit and then we'll go into St. Helens. All right, I'm in St. Helens, Oregon, and it's been really hot today. It's been getting up to 85 degrees in the sun, so I've been trying to stay in the shade, even taking a dip in the water every now and then, but the sun is starting to dip down, so it's starting to cool off. So we're going to start the tour of St. Helens now. I'm at the Gray Cliffs Waterfront Park, so here we go. St. Helens, Oregon. The Great Cliffs Park is a little ways from the city center, so I just drove to the city center and bypassing the marina and all these RV parks. Alright, the first place in the city center is Plaza Square. It's right in front of the county courthouse and the city hall. So St. Helens currently has a lot of construction. This is on the edge of the city center, but it looks like in the city center they were rebuilding a lot of the sidewalks, so a lot of that area I didn't film. Alright, I made one last stop. This is apparently the Swan House from the Twilight series. I'm not too sure about it. I never got into that series. I always thought that everything was in Forks, Washington, but there you go. This is a wrap for St. Helens, Oregon. Alright, there's one last area of the lower Columbia River that I want to check out, and that is Sauvie Island. This bridge is the Wapato Bridge. It's one of the few spots that you can get out onto the island. So there's a lot of spots to access the river from here, and there's a wildlife refuge, so check it out. This is right outside one of the entrances to the wildlife refuge. Seemed like a good spot to stop and take a dip in the water. It was a little rocky though. I'm at the Sauvie Island Wildlife Refuge. Sign on the entrance said West Side units. We're walking down the service road towards, it's called Willow Lake. So we'll walk down the service road for a little bit, see what I find. Alright, I'm near the center of the island, and this is the Oak Grove Trail. It splits off and becomes several other trails, but I'm going to hike on this for a little bit, and then I'll head over to the east side of the island. Alright, this is going to be the turnaround spot. I didn't really pay attention to what time I stepped off at, so on the way back I am going to hit one side trail. Alright, I'm on another trail that cuts off from the Oak Nature Trail. I'm not going to go too far on this, but it should be nice because it is wooded, got a little shade. It's nice today since it's so hot. Alright, this is Sturgeon Lake, and this is going to be the turnaround spot for the side trail. I'm going to head back to the trailhead, then I'll head over to the east side of the island. Alright, I'm on the east side of the island now, on the main channel of the Columbia River, and you may be able to see off in the distance Mount St. Helens. So I'm going to walk down the beach for a while, and then I think there's a couple more beach access spots that we'll check out. Alright, I'm at Collins Beach, and it is clothing optional, so as soon as I finish with this update, the camera is going back in the van. I will hang out here for a little bit, go do some swimming, which I haven't done at some of the other beach access spots. There's been a lot of families and kids running around, so this should be a little bit more calmer, I'm hoping. Alright, for the last stop on Sauvie Island, I've come down to the Warrior Rock Lighthouse Trailhead. I've actually been walking on the water for a little bit now. I tried walking on the trail. Unfortunately, it's become quite overgrown. So this is an awesome place to visit. You just have to be prepared. There is no fuel for your vehicle anywhere on the island, and they don't indicate that before you get on the island. You start to see signs once you actually get on the island. The other thing is that the wildlife refuge requires a permit, and they don't indicate that once you get on the island. It'd be nice because a lot of the general stores and the RV parks do sell the permit. And I found out the hard way this morning. Got all the way to a trailhead and saw the sign that a permit is required. So I kind of had to backtrack a little bit. So that was kind of unfortunate. But this is going to wrap up the Lower Columbia River. I'm going to skip over the Portland, Vancouver area. So the next video will be east of Portland. So I want to thank you for watching.